Hi everyone. I just want to show you something right now about the Noahide Laws. So I'm on this page, noahide.net, and the Noahide Laws are laws for the Gentiles that the Israeli or Jewish people believe the Gentiles can be accepted into the faith, or God can accept them by accepting the Noahide laws, following the Noahide laws. And there are 7 commandments of the covenant of Noah. It's a universal moral code for all of mankind. So the aim and the goal is to implement these universally, eventually. And there's a lot of background. So on this site here, and there are many sites, so you can go look into it. There's Home, Sitemap, said the 7 commandments are faith, Mashiach, history, join us, forum, and here's the symbol of the rainbow. So they have, here are the codes, here are the laws right here. The number 1 law is prohibition against the worship of false gods, which includes Jesus Christ. The Jews really look down on this. God cannot be a man. And the punishment for breaking these laws or these codes is death by decapitation. So I want to show you something really interesting right down here. Under the history of the Noahide laws on this particular site, which is noahide.org.uk, links to Freemasons, the constitutions of the Freemasons, the old charges of the free and accepted Masons. Charge 1, concerning God and religion. A Mason is obliged by his tenure to observe the moral law as a true Noahide. Noahide, or sons of Noah, was the first name of Masons according to old traditions. If he rightly understands the craft, he will never be a stupid atheist nor an irreligious libertine, nor act against conscience. Okay, so it seems to me that the Masons, the Freemasons, who are promoting the one world government and Luciferian worship, are intimately linked with the Noahide laws. Right here, it says it right here. True Masonry is the center of their union and the happy means of conciliating persons that otherwise must have remained at a perpetual distance. So, the Noahide laws, or Masonry, brings people under the umbrella of the Jews, who are, I'm just making this up right now, the ones that are already have a covenant with God. Okay, so you have to look into this a little bit. But what we're seeing right here is that Freemasonry is linked to the Noahide laws. Okay, from a lexicon of Freemasonry, published in 1845, Noah, precepts. The precepts of the patriarch Noah, which were preserved as the constitutions of our ancient brethren, are 7 in number, are as follows. Renounce all idols. I'm telling you, Jesus Christ is considered an idol to the Jews. Worship the only true God. So, Noahides, the descendants of Noah, a term applied to Freemasons. Noah, having alone preserved the true name and worship of God, and a race of impious idolaters, Freemasons claim to be his descendants because they still preserve that pure religion which distinguished the second father of the human race and from the rest of the world. And even when his descendants began again in the plains of Shinar to forget the Almighty and to wander from the path of purity, the principles of Noah were still perpetuated by that portion of his race whom the Freemasons of the present day regard as their early predecessors. Hence, Freemasons call themselves Noahide. I'm going to say Noahides right here, or the sons of Noah. So, it's a bit complicated, isn't it, to figure all this out. But here, included in the history, is when the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson, got the Gentiles to observe the Noahide laws. So is this coming, and when is it coming? And you know, it has some recognition in the U.S. government now by George Herbert Walker Bush. So, and it was signed into law to be observed as Education Day, and many countries in the world have now signed on to promote and observe the Noahide laws. And what will they do with people who believe in Jesus, or who will not renounce Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior? They will have their heads chopped off, decapitated, beheaded. So, okay, here it is. In 1991, Chabad Lubavitch, in cooperation with President George Bush, established the observance of Education Day to return the world to the moral and ethical values contained in the 7 Noahide laws, the same ones that the Freemasons are observing. So here it all is, March 26, 1991, Education Day, USA. Okay, here are the books. A lot of information here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that this, you can look it up for yourself, about the Freemasons' connection to the Noahide laws, and then I want to show you a few other things that, you know, sometimes these connections and associations come in a flood. So, due to time considerations, I just want to show you these and make some points here that you can look at yourself, and I will put all the links that you can check for yourself. Okay, the Temple Institute. Okay, here is a guy who is promoting the Noahide laws, and he is also the international director of the Temple Institute that is coming along in Israel right now, day by day. So his name is Chaim Richman, Rabbi Chaim Richman. He's a very soft-spoken guy, and lots and lots and lots of information about him. You can go to the Temple Institute. They have a YouTube channel. They have a website. They have everything, and you can imagine he speaks very powerfully about the Noahide laws and how necessary they are, and you can imagine that they will have no qualms about decapitating people who will not renounce Jesus Christ because they're following all the other rules. Okay, now I want to show you something about the Red Heifer. The Red Heifer, which they are planning to sacrifice. They're watching the Red Heifer, okay, because the cleansing, according to Numbers, he quotes the Bible verse, the scriptures, the Red Heifer will be the sacrifice at the Temple Institute. This is one that was born in June, perfect, without blemish, no other hairs. It's being fed grass, no hormone injected food or anything like that. Perfect, so that it can be sacrificed, because in Numbers it says that the ashes of the red heifer, so that means you're going to have to kill this and sacrifice it, which is creepy. Okay, listen just a little bit of this.
More about the background and details of this amazing concept and why it is so imperative, and why, in fact, the God of Israel determined through his wisdom that the ashes of the red heifer is the secret to the restoration of purity in the world.
Okay, so they don't know that Jesus Christ already paid the price for the sins of the world, so they want to sacrifice at the new temple this red heifer, and they've been waiting for a long time, so let's see if it comes together. Okay, let's see, I want to show you, yes, the punishment for breaking the Noahide laws. Beware of the Noahide laws, 7 laws of Noah. Punishment, they will talk about punishment for transgressing any of these laws. That's on Wikipedia. Okay, let's see here. I made a video back in February 2013, Jesus Christ is idolatry, decapitation for blasphemy. So that's when I first heard about the Noahide laws. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know how to pronounce the word Noahide. So look into this. Lots of other people are, lots of websites and commentary about that disturbing punishment of decapitation for blasphemy or idolatry. Okay, let's see. Fanatic for Jesus. Just found this a little while ago. Fanatic for Jesus, and he exposes a lot of relationships to the Freemasons in the Star of David. And so this is what I mean. It's complicated, because if you love God, you love Jesus, or whatever your background, Muslim, whatever, are these universal one world religion coming upon the earth. And where is this headed? I don't know who has what power and where this is going. But this is a good, it's a blog. It's a blog, Fanatic for Jesus. And he has some really good, okay, so, you know, it's very popular to include some of these Jewish slash pagan symbols in Christian logos and things to show their link to Israel. But the problem is not linking to satanic, Luciferian, Masonic ideas masquerading as Jewish and Israel. So separating all that from the false and the real. Okay, so I put that. Okay, the cow is like Moloch, isn't it? Okay, so something else I want to show you is, and I will put these links so you can have a look real quick. Acts 7:43. Why did I click on that? Okay, yes. You have taken up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Remphan, the idols you made to worship. So sort this out for yourselves. Thank you for watching. The Temple Institute is moving on and developing, and be careful of the Noahide laws. Prepare yourselves for the one world government, the one world monetary system, the one world religion, and the Freemasonry that's involved in the Noahide laws. Like I was just saying, the red heifer, the poor little baby red heifer that may be sacrificed if the Temple Institute gets going. Check out Rabbi Chaim Richman, who is very soft-spoken teacher, international director of the Temple Institute, see where that's going. And here we have Noahide.net. Just go to Google and research Noahide everything. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you today with the truth for your soul and your life. And have a beautiful day.